True Fact.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the common council president and the common council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
What? You can just fade it out. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Happy, belated, late, after 4th of July. So basically, I took pictures of myself chilling and sitting in the backyard, and I have a fire pit, but I didn't put the fire pit over the tree stump. I sat it on the grass, and now I have a burned circle in my grass. So now I got to go in, thank God it rained today, and get a shovel and dig out the grass and put some fresh dirt with seeds and straw and all that. Put it in. Yeah, whatever. Or what I might do is just make a hole and fill it in, put some rocks in, do the whole thing, and put some concrete in it, and just make a fire pit. You know, a little piece of cement and call it a day. Why? Because I'm lazy. Because I'm lazy. And that's how it goes. Did you have a good holiday? I had an exceptional holiday. I had a great time. 833-212-1017 is the number. Number hasn't changed. We had a few technical glitches the last time we were on air, and it was kind of fun to do live radio. I think they said they heard us on the app, but they couldn't hear us on the air and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And that's the beauty of live radio. That's the beauty of doing something that you like, something that you find fun. I guess I probably shouldn't say fun, but it's fun. And so if you haven't heard, right, so much stuff has been happening in the news. Later, we'll get into the whole veto piece and go through it line by line and look at really what the governor did when he vetoed what the Republican legislature did and what parts of it are good, what parts of it are bad, what parts of it still have me scratching my head. Excuse me. So then, it's kind of funny because I'm live on YouTube. I always forget where else I am. But anyway, I'm live on YouTube. And so basically if you want to, and I think on the app, and so when you want to see us, you can just come on. But it only works when the microphone is on. However, I'm on my LinkedIn page. And so, I just had to belch and I had to turn the microphone off. But then they heard me on LinkedIn and people have sent me notes like, hey, dude, like what? I'm like, I'm not live. Like when you see the light go off, right? When you see the light do this, I'm off air. Okay, they heard me say I'm off air. So why am I saying all this? Because everything is technical. Everything that you see may not actually be what you think it is. Everything you hear may not be what you actually hear, and you need to connect the dots based on what you hear, what you've heard. No, let me rephrase that. What you're hearing, what you've heard, and what you're seeing. Does that make sense? Well, the Common Council is to vote on the 2% sales tax increase by mid-July. And so if both the Common Council and the County Board approve it, it would go from 5.5% to 7.9% in Milwaukee. That's almost an 8% increase. 8% increase. Almost an 8% tax if you live in the city of Milwaukee. Now, rumor has it that the Common Council has the votes to pass the sales tax. And we know Milwaukee County supervisors are going to pass it. Well, I believe they'll pass it. And there's a meeting planned right now as we speak. So I got an email from the 15th Aldermanic District, Alderman Russell Stamper II, and it says, tomorrow, July 6th, Thursday, members of the Milwaukee Common Council will be hosting a joint town hall meeting to discuss the proposal to raise the city's sales tax by 2%. Alderman Russell W. Stamper II will be in attendance, along with other Common Council members and Nick Kovac, the Milwaukee Budget Director, to answer questions. It goes on to say that Alderman Stamper said, this is a crucial issue facing our city and our community, and I encourage my constituents to come so they can have their questions answered and their voices heard. To what end? And it says, if you would like to attend the town hall, it will be held tomorrow, Thursday, July 6th, from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Clinton Rose Senior Center, 3045 North the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. Well, King Jr. Drive. Anyway, what does all this mean? Well, we already know the tax is going to pass. I don't know why we're dancing around it. I know everybody hates the police and hates the fire department and all this and that, and the fire department's getting this and that and that. But what it comes down to is that those are not the only people that get a pension from the city of Milwaukee. They're just the largest group. You've got people from support staff all the way up to the mayor who get a pension from the city of Milwaukee. We are not part of the state pension plan. So when we talk about cuts, you are literally cutting off your nose to spite your face. What's all this mean? It'll pass. Everybody will have to pay it. But what's the outcome of the new tax? And see, that's what we're not telling people. Middle class and upper middle class won't be affected. Like, that's it. As I said earlier, you go from 5.5 to 7.9, right? That's only 2.2%. I'm sorry, 2.4%. So I don't know if the middle class is going to have a meltdown. Upper class, not going to have a meltdown. So then, but what will the upper class do and the middle class do? They'll do like they always do. They'll drive to Ozaukee County. They'll drive to Waukesha County and do whatever they got to do and pay less. And those low income and struggling Milwaukeeans, the ones that we need to be looking out for, those that are just starting new jobs, those that are just graduating from high school and college, well, they'll struggle. And so at this meeting, and the next time you see City of Milwaukee leaders, all of them, and their lips are moving, pay attention. Pay attention to who says what, but also who does what. The Milwaukee Common Council will vote mid-July, and they'll have meetings like this and discuss. They'll have closed-door debates. And in the end, there's one thing you should watch. Who takes certain action to ensure that the vote passes? So the vote should have been people who live in the city who have to pay the tax voting. It's called a representative government. There are a few people who, with their aldermanic districts, and some of them are split, and some of them are saying, yes, we need to vote. When in the end, we as tax-paying citizens and as citizens of the United States, state of Wisconsin, county of Milwaukee, city of Milwaukee, should be voting whether or not we want to tax ourselves. Like, that's kind of the reason why we split from Great Britain. But that's a whole other story. You need to watch who takes certain action to ensure the vote passes. It may be words, it may be deeds, it may be silence. Either way, what you'll be looking at has been already captured in a picture. It's on display at the Cleveland Museum of Art. See, in Milwaukee, a city leader will show you their stripes. This person, whoever it is, will show you their stripes. City leader will act out their own version of this particular painting that's on display at the Cleveland Museum of Art. And you'll know it when you see it. You won't have to question it. You won't have to figure it out. See, when we see it in Milwaukee, we unfortunately call it leadership. Other people in other countries have learned. They call it what I like to call it: the Kiss of Judas.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
It's that time, Milwaukee. Summerfest is finally here. Come and enjoy the world's largest music festival this Thursday through Saturday this week. Many of music's top artists will be coming to Summerfest, and not only can you see great music performances, you can catch me do the Tory Lowe Show live from Summerfest from 1 to 4 on Thursday and Friday. Don't miss out on all the fun at Milwaukee's biggest summer party. Get your tickets now at summerfest.com.
This is the new 1017 The Truth Milwaukee Public School Athletic Alumni Spotlight.
Deontay Burton is a proud graduate of Harold Vincent High School. But before Deontay would graduate and become an NBA baller, he would have to train to be the best if he was going to make it out of his condition. Deontay was raised in Milwaukee with his 5 siblings. His freshman year in high school, Deontay's mother became ill and was diagnosed with cancer. This pushed Deontay to stay closer to home and push him harder to achieve his dreams. Throughout Deontay's high school career, he would do exceptionally well and graduate to accept a scholarship from Marquette University. He would earn a spot on the Big East rookie team his freshman year and score a career high his senior year of 31 points against Oklahoma. This all led to the 2017 draft,